Hi, this is John from FlatCatGear. Today we're going to be talking about the Cheetah system, and in particular we're going to be talking about testing. Reminds me of this old adage about golfers. How do you get better at playing golf? You start counting your strokes. So when it comes down to coming up with a windscreen system, what you need to do is you need to measure things. So in this case, what we're looking at is time to boil, and we're looking at fuel consumption. And in this particular case, what we're looking for is fuel consumption in calm conditions and in our wind tunnel. So in our wind tunnel, maximum speed we can get up to is about 8 miles an hour. So we're going to talk about those test results today. So just for a quick reminder, this is the HX mug. This is part of the Cheetah system. The way it works is a stove mounts into here. We made an adapter plate that allows you to couple it to an HX pot. We have 9 different versions of that. What we don't talk about that much is there's also a windshield that we use to complete the whole system. And the way the windshield works is pretty straightforward. What you do is you align the handles so that they point into the wind. And that helps give a little bit extra robustness to already pretty good system. So if you're going to compare data, you need to develop or establish a baseline. So take a look at this chart. There are 2 baselines that I've put up there. The first is the MSR WindBurner. That stove is the best stove in the world with respect to wind robustness when you're talking about canister top stoves. So that is the gold standard. It's better than Jetboil. It's better than anyone else out there. The second reference to take a look at is our ocelot system for the Pocket Rocket 2. For a canister's top stove, our ocelot windscreens are pretty good. So if you take a look at it, you kind of bounded the lower end, the best you could probably be, which is the MSR WindBurner, and what is best on the market today, which is the ocelot for the Pocket Rocket 2. Those are our baseline standards. Let's talk about the graph for a little bit. If you take a look at the graph, along the x-axis is wind speed. We tested in our wind tunnel, we tested 2 conditions at 0 miles an hour and at 8 miles an hour. And if you take a look at the y-axis is fuel consumption in grams. And so what we do is we take a look at how much fuel it takes to reach a boil. And in all cases, we're using 500 milliliters of water at 20 degrees C or 60 degrees F. So the first chart, there are 4. The first chart is going to show you the response with the baselines intact, the WindBurner and the ocelot. And the systems were performing pretty well, so what we did was remove the ocelot data and just compared the WindBurner. Now the following 3 slides are going to take a look at 3 different stoves and compare them against 3 different HX pots. So the first one's going to be the Fire Maple, and it's going to be comparing the results with the Sterno Inferno, the Wide C, and the Fire Maple 1 liter pot. Then we're going to switch to the next stove and the next stove. The final 3 charts, we sliced the data a little bit differently. What we did was we looked at the charts, showed the HX pots with the 3 different stoves. So you can see the Sterno Inferno, and we compare it using the Fire Maple 300, the Pocket Rocket Deluxe, and the Soto Windmaster. So what's the takeaway from all of this data? I mean, there is a lot of data here. Well, the big picture, the 10,000 foot view is all configurations perform very, very well. If you take a look at the Cheetah systems, they are pretty comparable with the WindBurner. And they're significantly better than the ocelot system. So coupling an HX pot to a stove and doing it the right way with wind protection is a complete win. Now that's just one factor in selecting a system. This video is all about performance. If that's what you're looking for, all of them will do well. If you take a look at it, if you slice the data up a little bit better, the best combination out there is probably the Pocket Rocket Deluxe and the Fire Maple 1 liter pot. Those have the most consistent results and closest to the WindBurner. But there are other considerations. Some of the considerations may be cost, some of the considerations may be weight, some of the considerations may be pack volume. So on our website, we have a little bit of a breakdown of all those factors. And the beauty of the Cheetah system, it allows you to configure this matrix of 9 different components. I mean, the matrix of 3 stoves, 3 pots gives you 9 different combinations, and you can select the best one that meets your needs, whether it's performance, cost, weight, or features. So come visit us at www.flatcatgear.com.